What's up, guys? Welcome to the Kylian Mbappe show. Yeah, we're here with me and Jack. I'm only playing. Welcome to Box Football. And there's certain things in life you're thinking, how is this possible? But we're going into a rabbit hole right now where I'm seeing things that, in terms of you of a human and an employee making money, I don't think we're ever going to see anything like this again, Jack. Yeah,
No.
we know footballers make a lot of money. We know NBA players make a lot of money. We know boxers make a lot of money. But a footballer is going to make money that I don't think we've ever seen before.
No.
And apparently, right now, first of all, people are actually not talking about this, but PSG have accepted a world record deal from what's the club again?
I think it's
Ali Al
Al-Hilal.
yeah, Al-Hilal. Is that Cristiano Ronaldo's team?
Ronaldo's Al Nasser.
Oh, Al Nassr. But a deal has been accepted by PSG of 300 million euros, which is a world record. Yeah. Um, Transfer, I think it's for 253 million pounds, which is a crazy amount of money for Kylian Mbappe. Now, I don't think the fee is what everybody's really bothered about right now. Everybody's looking at how much Mbappe is going to make, and apparently, in wages, they're offering him. Wait, guys, 700 million pounds, not over
Euros.
5 years.
Euros.
Euros,
Euros.
euros, not over 5 years, not over 3 years. Yeah,
Also,
not
also,
over 10
also,
years.
me saying euros like it makes any bit of difference to the actual total amount. Like that regardless, it's ridiculous.
But they're offering him this for 1 year. 700 million euros for 1 year, Jack. This makes, if you're poor, it makes you feel even more poor to think
Well,
somebody's making that sort of money.
well, and like again, let's get into it. Okay, and I told you, I left you waiting before we started recording. Supposedly, and again, this hasn't been totally confirmed, but supposedly the highest paid player in the Premier League is Kevin De Bruyne. Okay, Kevin De Bruyne, the highest paid player in the Premier League, would be earning 3.5% of what Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe would be earning 90. Oh God, come on, maths. 96.5% more
First
of.
of all,
Do,
big up
do,
Jack's
like,
maths.
do you know what I'm
Jack,
saying there?
Jack, the money
That's
is Jack
insane.
in a month.
Okay, the
In a
money's
month,
nuts.
yeah,
We
go.
agree, we can just agree with that. No one watching this video is going to be like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" It's one of the worst business decisions we've ever seen. Like 100%. Like this is basically a loan fee, including the wages and including the transfer fee for €1 billion. Now, raise the profile of the league, fine. But James, I don't think Kylian Mbappe raises the profile of the Saudi league more than Cristiano Ronaldo does. I don't think Kylian Mbappe raises the profile of the Saudi league more than Lionel Messi does at Inter Miami, right? I'm not, and again, I'm not trying to be dramatic and crazy here. This is a dumb decision from Saudi Arabia. But James, this is borderline just the most outrageous flex we've ever seen. We spoke about this before. We spoke about this before recording. I get this really scary, unsettling feeling that this is nothing to these Saudi Arabian owners and the private investment fund. And James, some of the rumors about the amount of money that they've got from now until 2030 that are going to go into the Saudi league to make it the best league it can be. Staggering numbers. But again, you and I can marvel at the amount of money all we want. That's not interesting. I don't think the people are here to talk about that and discuss it. What I think we need to talk about, and again, if you want to steer this in another direction, you let me know. PSG have accepted it. What if Mbappe turns it down? What would you do if you're PSG? Because I know what I'd do. James, he wouldn't play for the first team. He wouldn't play for the reserves. I would isolate him. I would try and, not purposefully, but I would passive aggressively try and ruin this guy's career. Like, don't get it twisted. This has been the best negotiation, use of leverage, anything that we've arguably ever seen from a professional athlete. Kylian Mbappe had everybody just in the palm of his hand doing this thing. But if I'm PSG, I'd be mad, big mad. And I would want to just ruin this guy who's going to go for free to Real Madrid, who are probably going to beat PSG in a final of the Champions League. Do you know what I mean?
Jack,
What do you do?
my thing is that why are we upset with Kylian Mbappe? No, seriously, like, why are we upset with Kylian Mbappe? Who created this monster? Was it Mbappe or was it PSG?
They signed the
Yeah.
deal, but I
Jack, they
think
signed the deal. They put their ass out to him. You say you can have what you want. You want the Eiffel Tower? Cool. If you want to call Paris Mbappe, cool. You can have everything. What do you expect a young man to do when you're given the world at a young age? He's gonna act up.
yep.
Yeah. We all know that his dream was to sign for Real Madrid. When you're throwing out sort of money, when you're giving me this sort of leverage, what if I say for an extra year you're giving me 70 million for what's called again for a loyalty bonus? Of course, Mbappe is gonna flex his muscle. Yeah, like I can't blame Mbappe for what he's doing because to me, ultimately, it's down to PSG's negligence.
You're
But
right.
to me, it's only taken them 2 seasons to realize, bro, we messed up in the first place. And now we're thinking about now we're going to put our foot down. Yeah. And now, Jack, they're going to put a foot down in a time that they have zero leverage, Jack.
But I
Zero
think
leverage.
But I think Mbappe's kind of been talking out of both sides of his mouth a bit.
100%. 100%.
I think there's been a private kind of agreement of, hey, listen, we want to let you go, but we want to get some money for you. You're cool with that, right? And Mbappe goes, yeah, sure. Let's do this deal till 2024 with an extension. I'll extend it a year. If we don't get a fee, I'll extend it for a year. And then he just doesn't do it. That's I think where this problem's come. I think there's been a gentleman's agreement. You see by the behavior of the director of football, you see by the behavior of the owners, Nasser El Khalifi, you see by the managers, they're not happy with him and his behavior. My one issue, and again, it may work out brilliantly for the rest of his career, James, he has cornered himself though. Because James, I don't think there's any football team in the world, I don't think there's any manager or any football team in the world that's going to be able to deal with this level of ego. I don't know if James, Cristiano Ronaldo had a pretty insane ego, but I think Cristiano Ronaldo could have played in a lot of different places, right? To me, Kylian Mbappe, it's Real Madrid or nowhere, in my opinion, in terms of him having success and there not being a friction, if that makes sense.
But my thing with Jack and Mbappe is that, yeah, you get all the baggage, you get all that sort of stuff there. But the one thing I can never criticize about Mbappe is that, Jack, when he's on that football field, he does his best for his absolute team and he performs. That's to me where I would draw the line when people talk about his ego. Because, Jack, his ego is massive. Don't get it twisted. Yeah. It's massive.
But
I
like you
understand
said,
that.
just quickly, like you said, whose fault is that? Because again, I would agree with you. I think that's PSG's fault. I don't think Mbappe is inherently a selfish, bad character. I think PSG, like you said, have given him the keys to the castle and gone, "Hey, bro, you go, you work away."
And Jack, you mentioned Real Madrid, and you're right. Perez has worked with, let's be honest, bigger superstars than Mbappe. Mbappe is a huge superstar, but he's seen bigger names come to Real Madrid, and when he wants to kick him out, he'll kick him out. So it's a thing where we know where this is going to end. The story will end with Real Madrid, but the question is, where is it going to end? Now, if Mbappe does go to Saudi, when Mbappe, man. Yeah, but when Mbappe ends this whole thing, yeah, his career, let's say he gets to about 35 or so, do you look back at this time when he goes to Saudi and like put a little black mark around his career, or is it okay, cool, have your money?
Because I think they'll freeze him out. I think they will ruin him in the first team. They won't let him play with the reserves. They'll isolate him. That would be my thing. What would make me laugh though, James? Champions League semis, Champions League finals. Do you go, Kylian, do you fancy playing some of these games? Do you know what I mean? There's going to be that temptation, isn't there, in those big games? But what I don't like with the Saudi deal is, first of all, Mbappe gets all this great money, and great, fine. I don't like the way PSG get kind of let off the hook a little bit. I don't like 100%. The way that we have another wasted year of Kylian Mbappe. And you know my thoughts on the French league. I think Mbappe's talents are wasted at PSG anyway, in terms of his domestic club football. So going to Saudi Arabia is even worse. And then he goes to Real Madrid. That would really, really bother me. Again, if I'm PSG, I'm letting this guy know who's boss, and I'm trying to lay down the law a little bit. But James, like you said, who put them in this position? They did. They've only got themselves to blame here. But if I'm him, look, take the deal, take the money, and then money can never be a factor in your life again. Because James, the 1 year at Saudi Arabia is probably going to be more money than he earns in the rest of his career put together.
Jack, he's good for the rest of his career. Would I take that sort of money? Jack, no one's going to throw 700 for a year of football. I'm
It's
sorry.
insane.
You just can't say no to it. But my question is, Jack, what for you is going to be the end result? Where will Kylian Mbappe be playing his football at the start of September, October time?
I think it will be. I do think the Saudi Arabia deal will be accepted because I don't think Real Madrid are in a position to accept to make the kind of bid that PSG would accept with their own pride on the line. I don't think PSG is stupid enough to let him go for free in the same way that we talked about with Harry Kane as well. So, James, I know it sounds silly, but I think we have this weird year of Kylian Mbappe playing in the Saudi league, making all this money. PSG are happy with all this money that they've made from it. And then he signs with a signing on fee of probably 150 million euros for Real Madrid at the start of next season. And again, it's just a massive, massive cop out. My final question, because I know we need to finish off here pretty soon. Do you give any shred of any other team, even including Real Madrid this summer? Because I look at, because James, like, let's be fair, Inter Milan, Spurs, get out. Are
No.
you winding me up? That's
Jack,
insane.
Jack,
Manchester United, if the Qataris get over, maybe, right? Man City haven't spent a lot of money, maybe, right? Chelsea, who knows? And Real Madrid, or maybe. But James, the way I'm looking at it, I don't think anybody's going to stump up the money to knock a bid like that out of the water.
no, PSG need to be smart right here and realize what they're going to get. I feel like even if they accept it, Mbappe still needs to agree. The question is, does he want to give up a whole year of his career? I know that money's crazy, and probably I'm taking that money, Jack. But the team that's been remained quiet throughout this whole time to me has been Real Madrid. They have lost Benzema, Jack. Yeah, they're their talisman. They do need a striker. I think at some point they're gonna bite the bullet, and Mbappe will come in this season. I think looking close to 150, maybe
Yeah.
170. I think that's gonna happen. I think he will sign for Real Madrid this season.
And James, maybe, right, Kylian Mbappe will accept maybe less of a signing on fee, right? If he can get the move this summer, maybe that's something that he can give of himself a little bit just to secure the move a year early, instead of wasting, let's be fair, the prime years of his career in either Saudi Arabia or sat in solo training in Paris, right? Those are kind of the two alternatives. I think the whole thing is ridiculous. I really hate it. And I know you're not listening, but hey, UEFA, FIFA, Court of Arbitration for Sport, anybody out there with a brain, please investigate this transfer if it goes through to Saudi
Listen,
Arabia. It's the most
listen.
insane. It's honestly, like I said to you, I cannot say this enough. Kylian Mbappe, sorry, Kevin De Bruyne, who reportedly is the highest paid player in the Premier League at 400,000 a week, would be making 3.5% of what Kylian Mbappe. It's not even 10%. It's not even 20%. 3.5%. That is, I can't even put that into words. It's hard to even fathom that amount of money.
Guys, Mbappe fans, PSG fans, Real Madrid fans, Al Nasser fans, Al-Hilal fans, let us know, what's going to happen with Kylian Mbappe. And just a little thing for Kylian Mbappe. If you do want to sign for a team, I suggest you should sign for Arsenal Football Club. I just think the dynamics work, very, very well there. You can play on the left-hand side. We got a place for you there. Get rid of Martinelli. You can be our main man. If you want to do that, Mbappe, let me know. I'll call Mikel Arteta.
But James, what about working under Jose Mourinho as well, right? Playing in Italy, still in Europe, that'd be all right too.
I mean, it's not too bad, but it's not like playing at the Emirates, Jack. But guys, comment down below. Let us know what's going to happen with Kylian Mbappe. This is Box to Box Football, and we'll see you next time.